Hey guys, Morilibus here. There's a new update. Link. And I was just about to update to it, but before I do, I want to show you something. So there's some cool stuff you can do with comparators. And I haven't done much with the Redstone yet, like in terms of in my world, because I was kind of worried that things would change or new stuff would come out that would make them obsolete. And unfortunately, that's kind of the case. So before you used to be able to do some cool things with like dispensers and droppers and stuff like that using the new comparator. So you used to be able to have like auto firing dispensers, so they're just constantly fire, kind of like that, as long as they were being powered. So this comparator was updating that dispenser, kind of equivalent to if you power a dispenser and you update redstone signal near it. I don't even know. Yeah, it fires. So basically what that comparator was doing was just automatically doing that, like really, really fast. So you used to be able to do some like cool things, like here's a very crude design, basically doing, similar thing as that lever, powering the block diagonal to that guy, and then essentially updating it again, like redstone signal. So in this little design, it would fire just as long as there's at least one item in there, it would fire. So it could basically auto-detect when items are in and basically dispense them out immediately. So this is kind of what we used on the Olympus server to do like an ender pearl garbage. Combined with hoppers, it would just automatically throw the ender pearls into the void whenever they got thrown into the dispenser. But unfortunately, they removed that feature that this guy does. He no longer does update blocks, which is very, very sad. It's very useful. You could make very compact designs like this. It basically replaced the need of having a really fast clock. Now, I don't know if they removed it because it's maybe causing some problems. I imagine if this is constantly updating a block, maybe there's some lag concerns or something like that. I'm not too sure the reasoning behind it. But anyway, yeah. It breaks a lot of cool little gizmos and stuff that people had made. And it used to have, like, it would automatically update. I don't think I have a piston on me, but it would automatically update, like, butted pistons. There's pistons right there. So, lever. You could. This guy's butted. He fires. He fires, right? As long as you update the block next to him. Now, if we put a comparator right there, he's automatic. He's updating automatically, instantly. So that's some of the cool things you could do with those comparators. So that's unfortunate, but who knows? Maybe they'll change it back, or maybe there is some really good reasoning behind that. Who knows? Anyway, I thought I'd show you that before I go ahead and update to the 13W05A snapshot. So I will be right back. Alright, there we go. Oh. Right. I backed it up, but I didn't actually, close my client. Anyway, be right back. There we go. Yeah, just renaming your game file to indicate the new snapshot doesn't actually upgrade yourself to it. Just so you know. Future tip. So, well, that updated it just from placing it, but now if we go ahead, we power him, we notice he's no longer updating. So sad. So sad. And no more auto-firing dispensers. This guy's powered right now. He clicked once, just updating. But no. And no. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Now you can still do things like not like that, apparently. Is he... Oh. Hang on. Now he's powered, right? Alright. We gotta take place of the updating. This doesn't work anymore. Because I still need a way to update it. But you can do things like... Let's get rid of that. Put that there. And I've got so many things here that are messing with everything. Is that a repeater? Yeah. Could do stuff like that. Let's get rid of that. Put that block back. So you can do things like this, where it'll fire like... Is this thing still? It'll basically automatically dispense items as soon as they're thrown in. However, if you get multiple items thrown in at once, like there, it only fired once. And now it's locked on. So you can still do certain things, but yeah, not as cool and not as simply. But we do have the ability to do things such as this now. Dispenser, whoop. You can face them straight up. You can face them straight down. And you can do the same thing with the dropper. And also the dropper recipe has changed and is really cheap now. It's essentially the same as a dispenser minus the bow. Let me just get rid of some things because I've got too much stuff. Too many items. So yeah, let's make some droppers. Let's make a lot of droppers. And that should be good. And where are my benches? Aha! So, the new dropper recipe, I believe it used to use a hopper. I don't think I ever actually made any on here. But it used to be like this, like that, and then a dropper in the middle, which now consists of, what is it, 5 iron per dropper. So that made droppers, or 5 iron per hopper, which made droppers real expensive. But now they're just this, which makes a lot more sense for their purpose now. I mean, they're kind of like dispensers, except they just drop items on the ground. Although they do have the benefit of being able to put stuff into an inventory. So some cool things that we'll be able to do with these is you can make some decent item elevators, like vertical item elevators. For long item elevators, it's probably still best to use the piston style one that pushes them into a block and sends them up like we have in our warehouse. But for short little item elevators, these work really well. Again, they used to be a lot better when you could use the comparators. But I was playing around. You can still do some basic stuff. So similar to what we just did with that dispenser, if you put a bunch of those on top of each other, let's get some blocks to work with. And take a comparator out of it into a block again, and a repeater. So same thing we did before. And basically just like that, when you put an item in, it will automatically take it and throw it into the next dropper. So you repeat that pattern over and over again. You kind of have to alternate. Like so. And we can do the same thing. And if you do it, now depending on how you load items into this, it does work. Like there, it automatically shot it up because it was already in a powered state. And we can do the same thing again over here. So you can see this pattern easily is repeatable, and then it pops out. And another thing I noticed, which I didn't actually learn, I learned from seeing other videos on people making like silent elevators, because I made one of these once, but I used a bunch of comparators to just update them, but it was updating ones that didn't have items in it, and if you power one that doesn't have an item in it, it makes a click. So yeah, like that guy, he clicks. However, if it's moving an item into an inventory, it doesn't click. So you'll notice just the top one there clicked. Ah, my Skype's on. I shall be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I was in away, but not do not disturb. So yeah, you can make some nice little silent elevators. Now there's another problem with this. And it never used to have this problem. Well, I guess it didn't have the problem because it updated probably with the hoppers. So let's just play around with this a bit here. So if you put a hopper onto that first one, which will throw in an item, so let's say we throw just a cobblestone in, it'll go all the way up and pop out. So that's cool. However, if you throw a bunch in, it gets locked up. So the hopper can input items faster than the dropper outputs them, which is sad as well. It didn't used to be a problem. One solution I noticed is if we power this hopper, so we're basically stealing a signal from that dropper. So every time the dropper says it has an item in, it's going to power this redstone, or it's going to power that block, which powers the redstone, which will also power this block. So I think that works. So now it's it's very slow, but you can see we're spamming items in here, and it's basically controlling the output of this guy too, so that it's essentially only letting one item into that dropper at a time. So it gives it time to get that signal, power itself, drop one, and repeat the cycle over and over again, and just keep spitting them out. And then of course you could put like a, well, that's probably not going to work because it's going to try to put them back in itself. But you could have it go into an inventory such as a chest or something, and then it shouldn't click, although it currently is clicking. Now that's the hopper. And oh, I know what's happening. It's because of this. I think I did, if you do a repeater or something else so that that block isn't influencing this guy, it shouldn't do that ticking noise, I think. Well, I'm dead wrong on that. Now what is happening? This guy, we might have jammed up the system too. There we go. Of course, it's still ticking. And now it's locked up. I thought that did it without the ticking noise, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Oh, maybe it did. I don't know what I did. I probably screwed something up. Didn't have it consistent enough. So that does work. And then items are just going up into the hopper. So it's completely silent. It's just not very fast. It used to be a lot faster. Yeah, I think I thought I could look into that dropper by doing that, but I guess the hitbox for the hopper is a full block, which you can kind of see, instead of the shaped. Maybe they'll change that. So anyway, but this could be useful for like auto smelting things and stuff like that. So we could have it so you put something into a chest, like on the floor level, and then it'll get the items up top to drop them into a furnace and such like that. Now I don't know where we're going to set up such a thing, because these guys aren't really in a situation where we could add in a bunch of stuff without A, making it look really ugly, and B, making it look really, really ugly. So we'll have to probably set up a secondary area for like auto smelting and stuff like that. Now currently this problem with auto smelting is you don't get the experience from smelting, or if a hopper takes an item out of a furnace, you won't get the XP for it. So if you're smelting ores and such, you're not going to get that XP if you just have them all going into a chest, which could be a problem or could not be a problem depending. I mean, we do have an Enderman farm. We don't really need the XP from the ores, but sometimes it's nice to be able to collect that XP. Then I don't have to go to the end all the time to just do simple things like repairing a pick. Usually I'll get enough stuff naturally that we can do that. So yeah. Anyway, that's probably enough with the updates. Oh, actually no. No, it's not. Not enough. Other things that were added that I can think of is something to do with this stuff. I'm getting really low frames right now. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't have anything running. Anyway, snow. Snow. You can actually make the the snow layers, which is pretty cool. And I don't think it automatically does this yet in like a taiga biome or something, but let's go back to our testing grounds. But maybe that'll be added in. Like the more it snows, the more layers of snow that will get accumulated, though that could get kind of become problematic maybe, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, you can lay this stuff down now. You don't need to put a snowman. And you can also stack it up. So each one's like 1/8 of a block. So like 4 of them equals have a half slab. But you can go all the way up to a full block. Of course, the torch will probably melt it. Except I screwed up. And then you get snowballs equivalent to it as well. So you get a snowball per layer. Oh, and I'm out. But anyway, I almost did it. So you can make like a really gradual slope. And your player does change. If we're looking at our Y value there, we do actually go up by 12.5% with each half slab, or 1/8 slab, I guess. I don't know what you call it. But then, yeah, you do get it back if you shovel it. So for each layer, you'll get a snowball back up to 8 snowball for a full block, which actually doesn't... Is that normal? Doesn't it usually take 4? Let's check that out. Unless they change the snowball recipe. Nope. Okay, let's just get all these snowballs here and try something. And I'll have to make some more of these slabs. So this episode, I didn't really have anything planned as of yet. So right now we're just going to fool around with this until we get something going here. But yeah, this I haven't played with. Unless I'm wrong. Like if we put 1 down and shovel it, let's see, we get snowball. 2, we get a snowball and a piece of dirt. Haha. 3, we get 3 snowballs. Okay, what about a full piece of snow? Do we still get 4? We get 4. Okay. Well, maybe that is right in terms of snow used. But if we do 7, we should get 7. We did. Okay. But it takes, let's see here, it takes 3 snow to make, what do you get, 6 of them, I think? So that's equivalent to, maybe that doesn't actually work out very favorable. You get 6. So that's equivalent to 6 snowballs. In actuality, it cost you 12 snowballs to make 6. So you're actually losing snow by doing this, it looks like. So you don't get your snow back. Yeah, that's kind of crappy. So you could easily deplete all your snow, I guess, by doing this. But anyway, that is kind of cool. Could be used for decorative purposes as well, but it will still melt. So if we put it too close to like a torch or something, it will disappear. Anyway, nighttime. I've been working on, I guess I could show you what I've been doing off camera. Get rid of that. Let's go to sleep. Yeah, I'm struggling to keep 30 frames here. Very strange. Oh, there goes our fireworks too. Just missed it. Just missed it. Maybe the new snapshot is laggy, I don't know. Woo! Anyway, let's see if that does melt. It should. So I've been working on putting lighting in here and I'm kind of wiring it up. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the pattern. I kind of put these wood stairs there, but I don't know if I really like that, so I'll probably change those. But anyway, I'm putting in redstone lamps everywhere and in areas enough so that we can prevent mobs from spawning. So I'm not sure, I don't really like how those look, but maybe if we have something on the ground to decorate them, or if we put up some more bush in front of them, it won't look so bad. And all the way around. So yeah. Oh, those ones are powered, which means I probably haven't actually hooked those up. But yeah, I had started to actually wire them as well, so we can go down there and take a look. And I'm just stealing the power from the old system that was down here as well. So yeah, these, like there's a lamp above that, there's a torch on it, torch on that one, like so. that powers those guys. And then these ones. And it just basically snakes around, going through from block to block. Where does it keep going? Oh, here we go. Right. I'm hoping to pretty this up eventually. I'll probably encase it all in blocks, and then we'll have a little underground thing. And we could go see why this guy isn't working, or if I did something wrong. That's powering. Oh, okay. That's why. I need another repeater here, or possibly here, but then that wouldn't work. Let's see here. We could fix it with what we got. We got a repeater in, dot, repeater. Have to do that, which would power this one. Powers that block, but then again I need another repeater here to power that block. Or I gotta change the wiring a bit. So that's not going to work. I have to get some more redstone. Yeah, still short of repeater. Anyway, that's that. I'll pause here for a moment and then we'll start up something. It melted. Okay guys, I'm back and now I'm on the B, 05B. They had a B rollout, which is basically just a bunch of little bug fixes. They weren't pleased with the A, so they rolled out a B. So anyway, I upgraded to that. So I thought we could go and work on, or start a new project that is on the board. And that project is the new mob farm. Let's see if we can increase our gunpowder production. So I'm just trying to empty things out that I don't need, such as, keep the wood. I always like to have a bit of wood on me. And stone brick. And let's see here. What I do want is my efficiency 5 pick. So where is that? There's one of them. That's the fortune one. Probably don't need that. Don't I have a... Oh, there it is. Efficiency 5. Breaking 3. We'll just use that one. I could probably get rid of these torches. Although we may make use of torches. Let's see here. Maybe grab some more ender pearls. Wasting valuable time. I think I've already killed a lot of time actually. So we'll just spend a little bit of time getting this started and then we'll probably continue in the next episode. I'm going to need some ores, I think, to change some beacons over. So the location of our new mob farm, I think, is going to be in that area that's kind of undeveloped. And what... Yeah, this one's set to speed. What about the other ones over here? I do want to make sure I have, like, some coverage, or beacon coverage. Looks like all these ones are set to speed. I don't know if that one's really applicable. It might be. Should be one here, too, eventually. That's probably the one that would be in use. Anyway, I'm going to go change those over to haste. What happened here? Did a creeper explode? It looks like a creeper exploded. Anyway. Or fire, I guess. But no, that wouldn't get rid of dirt. Eh. That'll happen. That'll happen. What happened here? Or did I do that as well? Or is this Enderman damage? That's pretty interesting. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Oh, still alive. He's 2. Okay, I think we're good. Ah! I hate y'all. So there must be a slime chunk here. I might want to look at half slabbing this. Ah, I hate you! Oh, I missed the speed. Okay, so let's go down, take a look. So where I'm thinking, whoops, and I forgot I left those torches in there too from the last episode. I should probably take those out. But yeah, where I'm thinking is kind of in this area. Now I'll probably have to mine out some more area as well. Probably, I'm not sure how big of an area I want. I'm thinking of doing, it's going to be a piston pusher design. And I want to kill them with fall damage. So it'll have to be higher up than that thing in terms of the last layer. So it'll have to be like 24 above. And I don't want it too close to the bottom so that I still have room to kind of move items around and do any sorting that we might need to do as well. So I'll probably leave like a 10 block buffer from the bedrock level, I think, for me to be able to work in. So I'm guessing we're looking at like 34. Just kind of where I'm standing. That seems a bit too high. And I'm not sure on the quantity, I guess, as well, of spaces. So maybe we'll grab some dirt or something. Or what do I have in here? Do I have dirt? I do. Maybe we can just plan this out this episode, and then we'll start it in the next one. If we do a piston pusher design using like tripwire, we could theoretically have rows of, I think, about 30 pistons. And that will get powered from each side of, or maybe slightly less than that, I think 28. Just based on, I think the first redstone dust out of the tripwire is kind of a write-off in terms of it won't power a piston, but the second dust will. Oh, it's nighttime. See, that's a cool cue. I like that. I like it. Okay, bedrock is right under this cobblestone. That's where bedrock starts, I think. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that might be enough. If this is our death layer, so where they will fall, and I'm not sure how I want to do that yet. If I'm going to do like what they did on the jail server with trapdoors, we could do that, or we could have them fall directly onto some hoppers as well. Although depending on how many areas I guess we have, that could be a lot of hoppers, so it might be better to do the trapdoor thing and then just have all the items swept into a hopper. Yeah, we'll have to see, or let me know what you guys think about that. Okay, so we are at Y13, and if we're going to kill him by fall damage, we're going to need to go up 24 blocks from this height, which looks like we're going to be quite high, but anyway, let's just do that. We're going to be pretty much back at that platform height, I think, which means most of this space is kind of wasted. Alternatively, we could cook all the mobs, but I don't know if that's the most efficient way of doing things. We kind of want to kill these guys as quickly as possible. Okay, so yeah, if we're at this height, this is where basically the reset would be, or I guess we don't even need a reset if they're just going to fall to their death. So this would be the height of the highest platform for the mobs, I guess. So this would be basically like the spawning platform, and that would be 28 wide. So let's see, I didn't count this time. Did I have a full stack when I started? Probably. Yes, I did. I don't want to go in front of the elevator either. So I kind of want to keep this clear. So it'd be kind of like that, I guess, for one strip. Although going out 28 that way. How many did I put down? Let's do some math, shall we? 17? Maybe, I hope. 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 7. Oh, beacons are working. Whoa, hey. What is this? What is this tunnel? Oh, we're at the beacons. Oh, that's funny. Wow, I didn't think we were that far out for some reason. So that brings us all the way to the edge of the village. I guess we're already kind of outside the village. Maybe we shouldn't put it here. Although I guess it... Yeah, the other thing I want to do is I want to create a 10 block air gap from the spawning. So if this is the spawning platform, we want this height 10 blocks away to be nothing but air. Anywhere else, like there, doesn't matter, but at that height there, we want air blocks to basically make this thing as efficient as possible. And according to that jail video and the data he obtained, the first 10 blocks away from any spawnable area. Where'd you spawn? What are you doing down there? The first 10 blocks from spawnable area account for 98% of all, like, the spawns. And from 10 blocks to 20 blocks is only like 2%. So 10 blocks away are kind of the ones that really matter, the closest ones to the spawning place. Oh, I don't have my bow in that spot. That's okay. Well, that kind of changes things a bit. So my concern now is if I get too far this way, I'm going to get access to that beacon. And is that beacon going to be interfering with our spawnable spaces? I guess I can get rid of that. Or should I? Let's see, where are we? We're at Y99, or not Y, Z99. And how many blocks of dirt did I lay? Assuming I didn't change that. 27. So we want to go another 11. And that would be Z195. So that is, what did I say this was? 99. So that would be kind of in the way. So we don't want to come that far this way. It's not a huge deal. We could run them this way instead, the 28. So we'll have them go this way instead. There's more spiders down there. Where are they coming from? Is there like a spider spawner somewhere around here? Yeah, there is. That's funny. Where is that thing? That's hilarious. Yeah, there's got to be one right on the other side of that wall. That's weird. Why don't I have it shut down? Let's go check it out. So yeah, anyway, we can go this way instead. That's basically what I'm saying. So I don't think there's anything this way that we have to be concerned with. And now we're just in a cave. Let's go see if we can find that spider spawner. Huh, there it is. Wonder if I should just get rid of this. I don't think I'll ever do anything with a big spider spawner. I guess we could pull them out places to use, but they're not persistent mobs either, so that would be a pain. It's gone. Problem solved. I feel kind of bad. I don't usually break spawners. But it's done. Fling. Okay. So, what are the odds of me getting back on that thing? There we go. So yeah, if we go this way, I guess we just want to stay 10 blocks away from this platform, just in case that does interfere. Or we just make sure a platform is not in an air block where it would be like a problem. Like at this height it would be okay, because the platform's one above. And then our next spawnable platform would be there anyway, so that would be okay. So it wouldn't really matter if we're touching the platform, so long as I don't do anything else with that platform that would start to interfere with this. Look, I was going to put an ender pearl elevator kind of right here. So in this circumstance, we'd want to stay, I guess, 10 blocks away from this guy. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would be the closest spawnable spot for this row. And then of course we'll have other rows like going this way as well. Probably 2 apart. So these mobs would get pushed this way, and the mobs on that one would get pushed towards us, and they'd all fall down in columns. So kind of like Enderman farms, but a whole bunch of them side by side, and probably not as high. So I'll probably work out how many spawnable spaces we want as well. So if we have rows of 28, which I should probably confirm that that isn't the case of what we can do, I might just do a quick one just to double check the wiring and to make sure that will work. But I think I don't know how much our goal should be for spawnable spaces either. But yeah, I'll try to figure all that out. If there's a good number, I mean, we could go for like 1,000 or something like that. I don't think that would be actually all that much if we have rows of 28. And how far could we bring it? I guess we don't want to go too far that way, we've decided. And I don't want to go any further this way. I don't want to go in front of the elevator. And also, if we're digging that way, I don't want the elevator to be intrusive as well on those spawnable spaces. So like right now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's pretty bad. So we got 1 row. So we really don't want any more rows that way. Well, this is turning out to be not such a good location. And we can only go so far that way. So that was 99. So really this is as far as we want to go as well for spawning. So that's just 3 rows. Or is that 4 rows? I think that's... this one was not supposed to be there, right? If this is 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So that's only 3 rows, which is pretty crappy. And I don't think we can go all that high. Let's just see. That is... so that'll be the 2nd row. Let's do another one. And let's dig up, I guess. See how high we can go. We're at 44. Surface should be around 65. So that's not too bad. The only other thing is I don't want to be right close to the surface. So like I did on the other mob farm there, is I tried to stay back or down 24 levels or 24 blocks so that if I was working directly above the mob farm, I wasn't within that 24 block spawning radius. That would prevent mobs from spawning. So yeah, I kind of want to do the same thing here. I lost count, guys. What is this, 5? Nope, got some iron. Okay, I'll have to count on the way down. And more dirt. Guess we're going up a fair way. That's 7-ish. More iron. Let's assume that is 8. I can hear the golem. We also might hit the redstone, which I think is what this is. This might be the lighting for the redstone. 9. Yeah. I do believe the surface is very close to this. Or are we just in a cave? Well, this just looks like a cave. Ooh. What is that? That's sandstone. I'm not quite sure where we are, to be honest. But that is the surface. We're at Y62 right now, so that's about right. I can hear the fire, so we might be close to the blacksmith, I guess. Okay, so let's just see. How many levels is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9 levels. Alright, let's do some quick math. Okay, so 28 times 4 times 9 will give us a grand total of 1,008 spawnable splots. Splots? And spots. So that's not too bad. That's a decent amount. I wonder where we are exactly. 292 and 212. Okay. Let's just head back to the surface. 295, 212. 295, 212. I've already forgotten those. But I think we're going to have to call it an episode here, as it's been about 40 minutes, so my attempts at making a half-hour episode has again ended in failure, and we have a really long episode again, so I apologize for that. Unless you like the long episodes, then you're welcome. Okay, so we were, what, 212? 295, 212? I have no idea. 295... 212. Yeah, that seems about right. And 212. I don't know why there's sandstone, though. I don't think there's sandstone in there. Oh, there is. So that's where we were. Okay. So it's not too bad, I guess. I guess when we're in here, we'll possibly be 24 blocks away, and this is where we spend a lot of time. So it'd be nice whenever we're in here, we're not interfering. And if we do interfere, we'll just be interfering with kind of the top levels, I think, anyway. So it shouldn't decrease the efficiency too much. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Anyway, I'll have to do some more planning, but that is all we have time for today. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.